Now we're in the town of Old Round Mountain. It has a population of 4 right now. 4 full-time residents. This used to be a booming town. This is what started this mine when Virginia City was pretty much at its end in 1862. They came here strictly for gold, and there was a massive mountain right in front of us, and it was called Round Mountain. But they've dug it all away now. You're actually looking at part of the pit right now. You can see the sidewall of the pit right there. And I'll show you the pit in a little bit. The mine has tried over and over to buy this out, and the people will not do it. Used to be a store here and a post office in the day. That's all long gone now. There's actually the old store right there. The old blacksmith shop is right over here. And they tunneled deep when they were mining here, when that was a mountain. This is the old blacksmith shop right here. There's people that owns all this. An old mining truck. Believe it or not, most of these houses are completely empty. That number 2 right there, I believe the mine bought those 2 homes right there, because the pit is just coming right closer and closer and closer to these homes. So they were able to buy out, I know, a bunch of the homes along the pit. The Sears and Roebuck siding. They would take that from one mine to another mine. That tin was a very valuable commodity in the day. You see where the old stone house was right there? Just taken apart. Yeah, the mine bought all this area right here. Yeah, we can take this, I hope. Just to give you guys an idea of how rich this ore is in this land. You see all the turquoise, silver, everything. The silver they get from this mine right here, there's all the tailing piles. Well, that's heap leach, so that's not tailing, sorry. But just the silver they get here pays for everybody's checks and pays for all the fuel for the equipment. So the gold is just 100% profit. Here we are. See there, 1897. 1965. Good long life. Some of them just have crosses like that. 1860, oh my goodness. To 1937. You see how they're mounded up like that? You can see that. Look at how they would. That's from the day. Looks like Maud Crowell. $1902. $1922 to 1970. I think just about everybody here has worked at this mine. Look at this. Unknown. Unknown. All of these are unknown. That's horrible. Walking between them. U.S. Army. Gosh, all the unknowns. Unknown again. Terrible. $1916. Oh my goodness, to 1919. Darn it. Oh, that's horrible. Darn it. 1849. That is incredible. Okay, look at this. 1848. 1926. My goodness. Another unknown, but I think it was a baby. Yep, these are Old West gravestones. The wood. Gosh, so many unknown. Terrible. Some quartz right there. Another unknown. Dang it. Look at that. Mary J. Tracy, 1849 to 1924. Entire row is unknowns right there until that headstone. These are unknowns as well. This is quite the town here, and it was quite the town in the day. Alright, now I'm going to take you over to the pit. There's never a shortage of old cars and trucks in the desert. I mean, look at that one right there. You can tell it's got a big block in it. It's probably a 454. And you guys that know engines, 454s are hard to come by now. Best place to find if you want to rebuild a car or truck is the desert. It preserves them so well. He's got something. Oh, he's got a Camaro back there in the late 70s. Gosh, that truck right there. Yeah, gee, that Camaro is in the late 70s, like a 77 Camaro, the orange one. That's Chevy orange too. Wow. There's that store. Okay, everybody, get ready for this one. This is gonna blow your mind away. I don't think we'll be able to see all the way to the bottom. And no, we aren't. Darn it. See the haul trucks way over there. Those tires are 12 feet tall. So that's how big this pit is. They blast 2 to 3 times a day here. See if we can't get a better shot into the pit there. Like I said, they can see this from space. Right there, gosh, I wish I had a visor. Right there in the middle of the screen, that's the truck shop. That's the repair shop right there. 24/7, there's somebody there. Where you can see the shovel working. They just bought a new shovel 3 years ago. It was going to go to Africa, and then they sent it here instead. I mean, the thing is massive. They actually smelt more steel in 1 hour than all gold has ever been smelted in the existence of gold. 1 hour. That's how precious gold is. Such a precious metal. Man has always gone out of their way to get that precious metal. I mean, look at what they're doing here to get it. When they start seeing a crack on one of these walls, so that's 12 feet by 12 feet each one, they start monitoring them, and they actually set up a camera on each one. And there's people, geologists, that just sit there and monitor it so you don't have a big slide like this right here, which happened at Kennecott in Utah, which is a big copper mine. That took out the shop, I think like 5 to 6 haul trucks, a dozer, That was a bad one. And this is right on the edge of the Carlin Trend, and it's also right on the edge of a caldera, a small caldera. Like I told you guys before, the largest calderas are in the Nevada test site. You know, so if they're digging like this, right on the edge of one of the calderas, just imagine what they would be doing if they could be getting to those huge calderas that are in the Nevada test site. Every mineral known to man is here in Nevada, so there's got to be a reason why all that land was taken. I'd sure like to know why, besides just military exercises. There's just too many minerals sitting there to be doing nothing with. You guys see this? This is from the day. This is miner's trash, which is everywhere. Just right outside here, it's just scattered everywhere. You can't walk. You'd be walking over that miner's trash like crazy. The Tiobe Mountains. I hope the camera's picking this up, but look at the shear zones right there. And if you see all the colors, the reds, the pinks, the purples, that's what miners were looking for right there. That is super rich ground. That's why they want to continue. I mean, just look at right here. This would be tailings right here. Look at all the colors in there that I hope the camera is picking up. But I mean, really, the colors on that right there, that's just unbelievable. But that's why they want to extend this pit right here. Okay, they want to extend this pit all the way back. Who knows how far? You know, who knows? Then they can keep going down and chasing the gold. That's what they need to do, is they constantly want to get wider so they can get deeper. Look at this rock right here. Well, if you could see the colors in that, mostly the purples and the pink and the red. That's why miners came here. I mean, just look at all the quartz in there. Look at it. That's how the Native Americans made their arrowheads. Because that's like a razor right there. That would cut me wide open if my fingers weren't leather from working the way I do. Look at that rock as well. Just everywhere. You see the old pipe from the day? When they first started mining, I forgot to actually, I just remembered this. When they first started mining, when this was a mountain right here, okay? They had to make a pike that was 40 miles long from the stream in the Tiobe Mountains, and they brought it all the way down, gravity fed, to the mine right here when they were working it, when they were tunneling down and through the mountain. So that tungsten mine by Area 51, if they ever reopen that, which they're talking about doing, they would never just go and tunnel mine it anymore, underground, whatsoever anymore. They would go to the top of that mountain and just start blasting, and eventually they would have a big open pit just like this. So sorry about the wind. I think you guys can understand. I'll have to review that when I get home to see what it is. where I'm at. Bunch of baseballs. I hope you guys enjoy this. This is a real mine right here. Definitely a real working mine. You guys could easily Google Earth it. You can't miss it. There's a few of these in Ely and Elko. Not as big, but this is big.